Hey guys, what's up? This is Cynokode, and for those who don't know me, I produce music, I release songs in the genres of dubstep, melodic bass. Some of them are experimental. I'm starting a YouTube series where I talk about stuff in and around my experiences with music. And today I want to shine light on this particular situation that I've seen with a lot of people who really want to pursue music, okay? In general, be it any genre, be it whatever they want to do in music. There was this friend of mine who, long time friend of mine who I met recently. He told me that, bro, I want to do something in music production. Can you help me out? I was like, yeah, bro, I can do that. What happened was after that I gave him a to-do list, right? I gave him a to-do list where I am basically, I've listed down things that need to be done in an A4 sized PDF, and I WhatsApped it to him. And I told him that, bro, this is what you need to do. Step by step, just get it done with. This dog is going crazy behind me. But yeah, so I sent it to him and I asked him that, bro, like I asked him after a week, right, that, bro, like, what's up? Did you do anything about it? And he said, no, bro, I didn't get the time. So my main concern about him was that he wasn't removing time. Like, time won't be given to you on a silver platter, right? Like, that needs to be sorted out. You need to remove time for something you're passionate about, right? Or you're passionate enough about. So you need to prioritize accordingly, right? Now, for instance, there was this one movie called 8 Mile by Eminem, like which showed Eminem, light, where he was writing lyrics in the bus while going to his place of work. And that is what I mean, by that if you are really passionate about something and if you have that fire inside you, I feel that you will end up removing time for that particular work, for that particular passion, and start doing stuff that takes you further in life, which is crazy. And sometimes people, when they do that, they still feel that the time is less and the work is a lot more, but they end up doing it anyways and they end up reaching their goal. So my piece of advice to people like such would be that just do it. Just don't think, just keep on doing it. You will not fail. I'll tell you why. Because let's say you made a track which sounds completely different. I wouldn't say bad quality wise, I wouldn't say bad structure wise. Even if you made a song 1 minute long, if it doesn't sound like how other songs on the market sound, it is still a learning experience, since you came to know what are the tools that you have used, what are the tools that are already there, stock tools in your DAW, which is your digital audio workstation, stuff like that, right? And these things, they do matter in the long run, since the more you practice, and this comes from personal experience, guys, like I'm not kidding, the more you practice, the more you come to know the nuances and the basics of music production. It doesn't depend on what genre do you make, but you come to know the nuances at the base level, at the basic level, right? Which is crazy. And then then you can sort of experiment around and you can fix stuff. So that, because when I started producing music, this was like 10 years back, and this year is like 2025. So yeah, I mean, when I was 15 years, I was born in 2000. So that, and I used to mess around with the controls. Back then we had Fruity Loops Studio 11. Right now it's Fruity Loops 24, 25, I think, or 26. I'm not sure. And I used to mess around with the loop starters, the beat makers, the pattern makers. I used to, mess around with this plugin called FL Keys, and that is how I learned. Like, you have to, work inside the software. Like, you have to explore. Like, the more you explore, I feel, the more organically you understand, right? That, let's say the pen tool, makes notes on the canvas, on the piano roll. The cut tool, slices the notes wherever you want, on like after how much duration do you want the note to be, the note to stop being played, stuff like that, right? And it doesn't matter what DAW/software do you use to produce music. It doesn't matter what genre do you use, right? What actually matters is, do you want to do it in enough where, do you want it enough where you can remove time out, and you can do that. And I feel that that fire, it can't be taught. it can't be, it can be ignited in someone else. You can inspire someone, which is really cool. But most of it, I feel, comes from within. Like, you need to want it like crazy to, produce music, or you need to want it a lot to start doing. And this is also in general in life, right? So when I was a kid, I watched this video of Hardwell producing music, and then I saw him perform in Tomorrowland. I think it was Brazil, if I'm not wrong. He was performing Spaceman, and I saw, like, I watched the video, of course. I didn't go there. I watched the video. I saw the pyrosthetics. I saw the show that he, gave the crowd, and the crowd went mad. Like, for real, like, there was not a single person who was not hooked to that particular, lead melody, and which was crazy. And then, I respected him for that, and I was like, this is something that, intrigues me, and I would want to, check it out further. I started, listening to revealed recordings back in the day. There was spin-in recordings, stamped recordings wasn't a thing back then. I think stamped came in 2017, but yeah. So I started, listening to bootlegs. I started listening to Big Room, Progressive House. And that is how I came to know that, oh yeah, I mean, a Big Room and a Progressive House, the tempo is 128 BPM. So I set the tempo in my software at 128 BPM. I started, messing around with that, and I loved it. I loved creating. I had this, I don't know, I could, you can call it a gift or a boon or something. I had this concept in my mind which was very clear of pattern recognition. So once, if I hear the track, I was like, yeah, I can decode the layers, and I can, like, figure it out in my brain that there is a kick, there's a layer of kicks stacked at exactly every beat. At 128 BPM. Then there is a layer of, at every alternate kick, there is a clap, silenced clap, and then there is the melody, right? The melody which has a lot of brass elements, has a lot of, like, gangster type, super saws. And if the kick has a long tail, it becomes a big room, and if a kick has a very short tail, which gives more headroom to the super saws, it becomes a progressive house. So I knew that, this is the difference between the two genres, and that is how I started doing it. But, it all started with me wanting it enough. So I feel that, anyone out there, who wants to try anything in the world, you need to really need it. You need really, like, that fire needs to be there. So focus on igniting that fire on your own, because you're the only ones who can do it for yourself. You can inspire someone, but that's it. You can show them that this is what it is, this is what the feeling is. They need to want to do it. It's like kind of like marketing versus sales promotion, where marketing is like you're showing people what's up, this is my product and everything. Advertising is the same, almost the same. Sales promotion is where you're telling them that 50% off, so that so these things need to happen. And I feel that once you guys get that flame going on, you will eventually start experimenting, which will lead to you guys learning a lot, because there is no failure. It's all a learning experience. It's all a learning curve, eventually leading you up to a place where you thought you would have gone, right? Or you saw yourself in the future, right? So these things need to be done, and I feel that you guys can do it, since you guys have brains. Of course, evolution. I mean, the way I see it is in a very basic way, right? If Hardwell can do it, if Martin Garrix can do it, so can you. As musicians, as artists, be it anything. Like, even if you're in the tech world, if Elon Musk can do it, so can you. All you need to do is just put some enthusiasm to it, some attitude towards it, and you are game. Like, you will eventually end up doing it. So yeah, I mean, this is what I feel. If you liked this particular content, this is the first time I'm putting something like this, and this is the first video that I'm putting out as a long format content, make sure you subscribe to my channel Cynokode. Listen to some really cool music. I post blogs, I post podcasts on Spotify, so check it out. I mean, there's a lot of gore material that is available on my Pinterest page. If you like gore, that is, because Cynokode is all about the red raw base. So that, and yeah, I mean, you can follow me on Instagram at Cynokode. So yeah, till next time.